We celebrate the remarkable legacy of Giorgio Armani, an icon of timeless style and understated elegance. His real genius was understanding how men evolve, dressing not for fleeting trends or youth, but for success, confidence, and true presence. I'm here to show you how his style principles can sharpen your look after 40 while keeping your authentic edge. Less is more. Armani's power, move men over 40. Let's start with Armani's most fundamental principle, ruthless simplicity. Look at any Armani collection from the past 4 decades. No logos screaming for attention, no unnecessary details, no gimmicks, just clean lines and perfect proportions. Here's why this matters for us. After 40, we don't need clothes to do the talking. We've earned the right to let our accomplishments, experience, and presence speak for themselves. Think about the most respected man you know. He's not the one with the flashiest watch or trendiest sneakers. He looks effortlessly put together, like he didn't even have to think about it. That's the Armani effect. I had a client, let's call him James, who came to me wearing designer labels head to toe. Custom suits with contrast stitching, shirts with embroidered logos, shoes with distinctive buckles. Everything seemed premium, but it looked like he was trying to prove something. We stripped it all back, simplified his wardrobe to impeccably cut basics in a tight color palette. 3 months later, he called to say he'd finally landed the board position he'd been chasing. I walked in, he said, and for the first time, they saw me, not my clothes. That's the power of simplicity. It creates space for you to be seen. So what does this look like in practice? Start by eliminating anything with visible branding. Your clothes shouldn't shout the brand, it should be about your style. Next, look for clean lines without excessive details. The perfect navy blazer doesn't need contrast buttons, elbow patches, or bold stitching. Its power comes from cut and fabric. Finally, embrace negative space. That space between outfit elements, like the calm expanse between your blazer and shirt or around your accessories. Not every inch needs something happening. That space is where sophistication lives. Remember, at our age, we're not trying to get noticed. We're trying to be remembered. Nothing accomplishes that better than thoughtful simplicity. Quick question. Do you prefer minimalist style or a bit more flair? Let me know below. The color code. Why neutrals are your secret weapon. The second lesson from Armani is his masterful use of color, or more specifically, disciplined restraint with color. Walk into any Armani store and you'll see a sea of navy, gray, taupe, ivory, and black. These aren't random choices. They're strategic. Neutral colors convey authority. Think about it. When was the last time you saw a world leader in a bright orange suit or a CEO giving a keynote in neon green? It doesn't happen, and for good reason. Neutral colors do 3 critical things for men over 40. First, they create a cohesive look. When your wardrobe revolves around complementary neutrals, almost everything works together. No more stressing what matches what. Second, they photograph well. In an age where every meeting might be captured for social media, neutrals ensure you look appropriate and in control. Third, and crucially, they focus attention on your face, not your clothes. When making a point, you want people focused on your words, not distracted by a bright purple shirt. I worked with a client who insisted he needed more color to look younger. He wore bright blues, reds, and greens, thinking they projected vitality. Instead, they made him look like he was having a midlife crisis. We shifted to Armani's palette: deep navy, charcoal gray, soft ivory, and rich brown. Suddenly, his gray hair looked distinguished instead of old. His face looked vibrant because the clothes weren't competing for attention. My wife says I look 10 years younger, he told me, but I feel 10 years more confident. That's the paradox of Armani's color strategy. By embracing colors appropriate for your age, you actually look younger, not older. This doesn't mean your wardrobe should be completely devoid of color. Armani introduces selective color: a burgundy tie, forest green pocket square, deep purple sweater. The key is these colors are rich and sophisticated, never bright or juvenile. Think of color like seasoning in a well-prepared meal. A little goes a long way, and quality matters more than quantity. The touch test: how texture beats pattern. Every time. The third Armani principle might be the most overlooked yet powerful: the strategic use of texture. Texture refers to the feel and surface quality of fabrics, while pattern means the visual design or print. Look closely at any Armani outfit and you'll notice masterful mixing. A slightly nubby silk tie against smooth cotton, a textured wool blazer over soft cashmere, a matte belt with subtly grained leather shoes. These textural contrasts add depth and sophistication without shouting. It's style for discerning eyes, not obvious but deeply appreciated. For men over 40, this helps solve how to look interesting and current without trying to be 25 again. I had a client in finance, bored with his wardrobe but knew wild patterns or colors would undermine his authority. So, we kept navy and gray suits, but introduced texture. Flannel for winter, linen blends for summer, subtle herringbone year-round. We paired knit ties instead of silk, added textured pocket squares, and chose Oxford weave shirts over smooth broadcloth. His colleagues noticed new suits, even though we only changed texture, not colors or cuts. Textures do you like to mix? Knit ties, flannel, linen? Share your favorites. I read everyone. Start by checking textures you already own. Most men have wardrobes full of similar textures. Smooth worsted wool, smooth cotton, smooth silk. That sameness can make outfits forgettable. Then, introduce contrast thoughtfully. If your shirt is smooth, try a knitted tie. If your pants are flat, choose a jacket with subtle texture. If your sweater is chunky, wear sleek pants. The goal isn't piling on textures, but creating contrast between 2 or 3 elements, a mark of intention, not chaos. The comfort conspiracy. Why tight and loose? Both fail. Now we come to principle number 4, the one most men completely miss, yet it's the foundation of Armani's entire aesthetic, the power of the right fit. When Armani revolutionized menswear in the 1980s, his innovation wasn't about color or fabric, it was about completely rethinking how clothes should fit the male body. Before Armani, suits were stiff and structured with rigid shoulders and tight waists. Armani created what became known as the unstructured jacket. Softer shoulders, a more relaxed cut, clothes that moved with the body rather than constraining it. The result wasn't just more comfortable, it was more flattering, especially for men over 40 whose bodies have naturally changed with time. Here's the counterintuitive truth. Clothes that fit perfectly actually make you look slimmer, taller, and more athletic than clothes that are too tight. Trying to squeeze into slim-fit everything doesn't hide the changes in your body. It highlights them. I see this mistake constantly. Men think that baggy clothes hide weight gain or that skinny fits make them look younger. Both approaches backfire spectacularly. The Armani approach is different. It's about clothes that skim the body, not hugging it, not hiding it, but following its natural lines with just enough room for comfort and movement. I worked with a successful CEO who came to me wearing suits that were too tight across his midsection. He thought they made him look trimmer. Instead, they created pull lines and gaps that drew attention to exactly what he was trying to minimize. We switched to an Armani-inspired cut, slightly more relaxed through the midsection with a soft shoulder and a gently tapered leg. The transformation was immediate. He looked taller, more proportional, and ironically, slimmer, all because his clothes worked with his body instead of fighting it. Here's a quick checklist to help you spot the perfect Armani-inspired fit. Your jacket should lightly hug your shoulders with the sleeve ending at your wrist bone. The body should follow your torso without strain, and the length should just cover your seat. Your pants should sit at the point just above your hip bones, where your torso naturally creases when you bend. The legs should taper slightly to create a clean line, ending with little to no break at the shoe. Your shirts should allow 2 fingers of space at the collar, with shoulders that align with your actual shoulders. The body should follow your torso without billowing or straining. This balanced approach to fit is the most flattering for men of any age, but it's especially powerful after 40 when our bodies have matured and developed character, just like we have. The confidence equation, where comfort meets elegance. The final Armani principle ties everything together, the perfect balance of comfort and elegance. Armani himself once said, "Elegance is not about being noticed, it's about being remembered." But he also insisted that to be elegant is first of all to be comfortable. This balance is particularly crucial for men over 40. We've reached a stage in life where we shouldn't have to sacrifice comfort for style or style for comfort. We've earned the right to have both. Think about how you feel in clothes that are too tight, too stiff, or too trendy. That physical discomfort creates psychological discomfort. You fidget, you adjust, you become self-conscious, and all that undermines your natural confidence and authority. Conversely, when your clothes fit perfectly, when they're made from quality materials, when they suit your actual life and body, you forget about them. You're free to focus on the meeting, the conversation, the people around you. Your natural confidence shines through. I had a client who insisted on wearing trendy, ultra-slim suits to important meetings because he thought they looked current. But he was constantly tugging at them, adjusting them, aware of them. We switched to an Armani-inspired cut, and his wife later told me, he's a different person now in meetings. He stopped fidgeting and started commanding. That's the Armani confidence equation. When comfort meets elegance, true confidence emerges. So how do you apply this final principle? Start by being honest about comfort. If something feels restrictive or awkward when you try it on, it won't magically become comfortable later. Trust that initial instinct. Next, consider your actual life, not some imagined version of it. If you're constantly traveling for work, prioritize fabrics that resist wrinkles. If you're in and out of meetings all day, choose clothes that look good sitting as well as standing. Finally, remember that true elegance comes from appropriateness. The most elegant outfit is the one that's right for the occasion, right for your body, and right for your life. That's the ultimate lesson from Armani. Style isn't about following trends or rules. It's about finding what works for you, what feels authentic to you, and what allows your best self to shine through. Try this tomorrow. Look in the mirror and ask yourself if your clothes are working for you or against you. Are they helping you command respect, or are they creating barriers? Are they allowing you to forget about them, or are they constantly demanding your attention? Thanks for watching, gentlemen. If you found value in this video, please like, subscribe, and share your thoughts or questions in the comments below. Your feedback helps me create even better style tips tailored for you.